It was yesterday a candlelight vigil at Portland High School. Members from all 8 churches for a time of worship and reflection, even after 4 churches in Portland got damaged from the tornado. On Monday, there were people there in vigil in unity. One of them was Lieutenant Governor Brian Calley, who joins us on the other end of our AT&T line right this moment. Thank you for being available.
Yeah, thanks, Michael Patrick. Great to be on the show again.
Well, the circumstances are unpleasant to say the least, but could you talk about the event yesterday and just tell us the whole story of how you got involved and where you were when you got the news of the tornado and how you responded?
Yeah, well, Portland is my home, so it's this is, of course, it strikes everybody's heart when something really bad happens to a community like a tornado. But what we've seen here is that it's really brought out the best in Portland. People just coming together to help, to pitch in, to do everything that they need to do to make sure that everybody gets taken care of. And just one example I'll give you is that, as the tornado came through and 70 houses that were pretty badly damaged, and so naturally the Red Cross came in, set up a shelter at the middle school, and nobody showed up at the shelter because there was a place for everybody to go. And that's the type of community it is. They're just, everybody was willing to take in somebody, and it was all, it really was a pretty remarkable thing to see how strong the community came together. Strangers helping strangers, but also neighbors and families helping their friends and families. So last night the churches got together, which was really a powerful thing. There were 4 churches that were very badly damaged last night, or on the day of the tornado. And in fact, the Congregational Church, built I think in 1855, it came down yesterday. They had to demolish it. It was too badly damaged to even save. And in the Baptist Church, it's not clear that might have to happen there too. It's the structural engineers are looking at it over the coming days. So this is a really traumatic time in the lives of these churches, but they got together and were really supporting each other, the congregations, and so that prayer service was something that it was pretty amazing to see.
Where were you when you got the news of the storms? Because you're typically on the move almost every day, it seems like.
I am. It's funny that morning I was actually in Portland that morning, remarking how beautiful it was and how I couldn't believe the weather was supposed to turn so bad. But by the time the storm hit, I was speaking to a group in Ludington, and so as I got word that what was happening, naturally, of course, wanted to get in touch with my family quickly, and then the officials here locally, what was happening and what kind of help did they need. And found that they had a plan. They planned for it, and they executed that plan. And I'm really proud of the work that they did. The response was so quick, so effective, and people banding together. And the work that's happened in Portland. Like yesterday, I think they had 8 official crews for removing debris, but I think they had probably twice as many unofficial crews removing debris too. And it was the progress that has been made already has been very remarkable.
But you were one of them, weren't you? In the sort of an unofficial crew, as I understand it, you rolled up your own sleeves.
Yeah, and that was that was one of the things. Just looking across at the day after, in particular, just looking across one of the ball fields, so there was just a tremendous amount of debris that had gathered in this one place, and it's the place that the Catholic Church holds its Summerfest, which happens to be this weekend. And so everybody wanted to really get that place ready so the Summerfest could go on. And I'm looking across, and there must have been a couple hundred people working together and just picking up buildings and shingles and huge trees. It's heartbreaking to see that how many trees came down in Portland. Our community has all these really old growth, gigantic, majestic trees, and unfortunately we lost a lot of them. And it took a lot of effort to clear them out. That work is still happening today, but so much of it has already been done.
It's astonishing the power of tornadoes and Mother Nature, isn't it?
It is, and in some ways it's hard to even imagine. I look and see a tree that has been there, stood for 125 years, and it just in the matter of 10 seconds was ripped right out
by wind.
By wind, exactly.
Yes.
Or the whole roof of that Baptist church you saw on the cover of the front page of the Lansing State Journal.
Yeah.
I mean, that church is 175 years old, and to think how many storms it's lived through, and to see the roof just completely taken off in a matter of seconds by wind.
Mm. Lieutenant Governor, thank you very much for all you do and for being Johnny on the spot there with the cleanup recovery. And the Summer Fest will go on, I presume, this weekend.